Hello and welcome to the Transfer News Podcast. I'm your host Archer, and today we're diving deep into the injury and suspension updates across the Premier League. I was going to start a fitness program for injured footballers, but then I realised it would just be a bunch of millionaires sitting around watching Netflix and getting paid. So instead, let's talk about who's actually missing from action. Starting with Arsenal, they're currently dealing with 5 players on the sidelines. Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus are both expected back around the 1st of June, with hamstring and knee issues respectively. Gabriel Magalhães is also nursing a hamstring problem with an unknown return date, which could be concerning for the Gunners' defensive stability. Ricardo Calafiori has a knee injury, with no clear timeline for return, and Takehiro Tomiyasu is also out until June, with a similar knee issue. That's a significant portion of Arsenal's defensive options, limited as they push for the title. Over at Aston Villa, they're looking relatively healthy with Leon Bailey and Ross Barkley both carrying knocks, but given a 75% chance of playing in their next fixture. Villa have also sent Philip Marshall and Kaney Kessler-Hayden out on loan to MK Dons and Preston North End respectively for the remainder of the season as they focus on their European push. Bournemouth are dealing with a handful of injury concerns. Justin Kluivert has a 50-50 chance of featuring due to a muscle issue, while Marcus Tavernier, ankle, Enes Unal, knee, Ryan Christie, groin, and Luis Sinisterra, hamstring, are all sidelined with no confirmed return dates. That's a significant blow to their attacking options as they look to secure their Premier League status. Brentford have their own injury troubles with Igor Thiago nursing a knee problem, Gustavo Nunes lacking match fitness, and Josh Da Silva out with a knee injury, all with unknown return dates. Fabio Carvalho is expected back by the 25th of May with a shoulder issue, while Aaron Hickey is working on building up his match fitness. The Bees have also confirmed Matthias Jorgensen has joined Anderlecht permanently. Brighton are particularly hard hit with injuries currently. Jorginho Rutter should return from his ankle issue by the 25th of May, while James Milner has a hamstring problem with no set return date. Jan-Paul van Hecke is suspended until the 19th of April, and Ferdi Kadioglu has a toe injury expected to keep him out until late May. Tariq Lamptey should be back from his ankle issue by the 19th of April, while Joel Veltman's foot injury has no timeline. Igor Julio is out until June with a hamstring strain, Adam Webster until the 25th of May with a similar injury, and Jason Steele's shoulder problem should see him back by the 26th of April. That's a significant defensive crisis for Roberto De Zerbi to manage. Chelsea have several absentees to contend with. Mykhailo Mudryk is suspended with an unknown return date, while Marc Guiu Paz has just a 25% chance of featuring due to hamstring issues. Malang Sarr has left permanently for RC Lens, and both Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana are out with muscle injuries and no confirmed return dates. Omari Kellyman's hamstring problem should keep him sidelined until June, while Alfie Gilchrist has headed to Sheffield United on a season-long loan. Crystal Palace have a few concerns, with Eddie Nketiah and Mark Guehi both suspended until the 16th of April. Sheikh Doucouré isn't expected back until June with a knee injury, while Maxence Lacroix and Chris Richards both have a 75% chance of playing, despite head and calf issues respectively. Chadi Riyad is also out until June, with a knee problem. The defensive suspensions could prove particularly troublesome for Oliver Glasner's side in the coming fixtures. Everton are managing without Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has a hamstring injury with no clear return date, a familiar story for their striker. Orel Mangala is out until June with a knee issue. Jesper Lindstrom has a groin injury with an unknown return timeline, and Vitaly Mykolenko has a 75% chance of featuring despite a knock. The Toffees will be especially concerned about Calvert-Lewin's absence as they continue their relegation battle. Fulham have Harry Wilson rated at 50% to play due to a foot problem, while Reece Nelson isn't expected back from his hamstring injury until the 25th of May. These aren't major concerns for Marco Silva's mid-table side. Ipswich Town, battling for survival, have Sam Smodits projected to return from an ankle injury by the 18th of May, with Omari Gerard Hutchinson 75% likely to feature despite hamstring concerns. Chiedozie Ogbene and Wes Burns are both out until June, with Achilles and knee injuries respectively, while Freddie Ladapo has had his contract terminated by mutual agreement. Their attacking options are notably limited at a crucial time. Leicester City have Abdul Fatawu out until June with a knee injury, while Facundo Buonanotte is ineligible to face his parent club on the 12th of April, but should be available again from the 20th. Liverpool's injury list includes Trent Alexander-Arnold with an ankle issue and no clear return date, which is a major concern for their creative output. Alisson has a 75% chance of featuring. Despite a head injury, Joe Gomez has a hamstring problem with no confirmed return timeline, and Tyler Morton is rated 75% likely to play as he builds match fitness. Manchester City's absences could prove crucial in the title race. Erling Haaland's ankle issue should keep him out until the 10th of May, Rodri's knee injury until the 1st of June, and John Stones' thigh problem until the 18th of May. Nathan Ake is also targeting the 18th of May for his return from a foot injury, while Manuel Akanji should be back from a muscle issue by the 26th of April. The absence of both Haaland and Rodri in particular could be season-defining for Pep Guardiola's side. Manchester United continue to face injury problems with Amad Diallo out until the 25th of May with an ankle issue. Kobbie Mainoo and Matthijs de Ligt both have a 75% chance of playing despite fitness and knock concerns respectively. Hannibal Mejbri has moved permanently to Burnley, while Johnny Evans and Lisandro Martinez have muscle and knee injuries with unknown return dates. Young Aidan Heaven is also sidelined with an ankle problem. The defensive injuries in particular have been a constant issue for Erik ten Hag this season. Newcastle United have Anthony Gordon rated 75% likely to play despite a knock, while Lewis Hall is out until June with a foot injury. Joe Willock has a 50% chance of featuring following a head injury. Jamal Lascelles is sidelined until the 25th of May, and Sven Botman until the 4th of May, both with knee problems. The defensive absences have been a key factor in Newcastle's inconsistent form this season. Nottingham Forest have several key players with 75% chances of playing, including Chris Wood, hip, Taiwo Awoniyi, hamstring, and Anthony Elanga, muscle. Ola Aina is dealing with a calf injury with no confirmed return date. Forest will be hoping these forwards can help secure their Premier League status. Southampton have Albert Grunbeck 75% likely to play despite a tendon issue, Flynn Downs suspended until the 19th of April, and Juan Larios with a 50% chance of featuring as he builds match fitness. The Saints are desperately trying to escape relegation and need all hands on deck. Tottenham's concerns include Dejan Kulusevski, who should return from a foot injury by the 21st of April, while Kevin Danso is targeting the same date for his comeback from a hamstring problem. Radu Dragushin is out until June with a knee injury, and Luca Williams-Barnett remains with the under-18s. West Ham are missing Crescencio Somerville and Michail Antonio, both with unknown return dates due to hamstring and leg injuries respectively. Antonio's absence in particular has been felt in their attack. And finally, Wolves are without Sasha Kalajic due to a knee injury with no set return date. Joe Hodge and Tawanda Chirawa are out on loan to Huddersfield Town and Derby County respectively. Enzo Gonzalez has a knee problem with no timeline, while Leon Chiwome and Yerson Mosquera are both expected back from knee injuries around the 1st of June. Want to win your Fantasy Premier League mini-leagues? Join Fantasy Football Hub today with 30% off using our link in the show notes. That wraps up our injury and suspension update for this week. It's fascinating to see how these absences might impact the remaining fixtures of the season, particularly for teams fighting at both ends of the table. Thanks so much for listening to the Transfer News podcast. Remember to subscribe on all major platforms or visit transfernewspodcast.com for more insights into the beautiful game. Until next time, I'm Archer, and remember, the only thing more painful than these injuries is listening to pundits try to pronounce some of these players' names.